Welcome to Ignite Studio's Quick Start Cricut tutorial. We'll get you started with the basics of the Cricut Maker and the Design Cricut software. There is a lot to learn with the Cricut, so check out more tutorials on the Cricut website and YouTube. The Cricut started out as an electronic cutting machine, but now the Cricut Maker does so much more than just cutting. It can also write, engrave, emboss, score, and a lot of other things. Projects are created in the Design Cricut software and then uploaded into the machine by Bluetooth or the enclosed USB cord. The Maker can cut very intricate designs on a variety of materials, including paper, vinyl, fabric, leather, even wood. Let's start by making a free account in Design Cricut software. Go to design.cricut.com and download the free desktop application of the design software. When the home page comes up, you'll see a scroller at the top that goes through new projects, tools, what's on sale, etc. Below that will be your projects once you start creating. Next is Cricut Access, which is a subscription you buy through Cricut that gives you access to a large library of projects, images, and fonts. You can look into pricing to see if it would be right for you. Under that is a changing library of ready-made projects that may include ideas for new products Cricut is selling, seasonal projects, things like that. A lot of the projects are for sale, and if you click into one, you'll see the price in the bottom left corner. You can click Customize to adjust the size or color, etc., or click Make It if you're ready. Cricut will ask for a credit card for the purchase before it actually starts making it. Not everything costs money, though. I'll show you how to get started creating for free. To get to your work screen, or as Cricut calls it, the canvas, you can click under the New Project tab under My Projects, or click the green rectangle in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. This is where you will create your project. The canvas is a grid measured in 1-inch squares. The toolbar on the left of the screen is where you choose what you need to start creating. If you need to start fresh with a new canvas, click New at the top. The next icon down is for templates. Let's say you want to cut out some vinyl for a t-shirt and you want to make sure you size it correctly. I'm going to choose the Classic T. You can change the type and the size. Templates are just guides, and they're optional to use. They don't show up in your final project. The next icons are projects and images. The projects are similar to the ones on the home page that we saw. Cricut has a large library of images for purchase as well, although there are some that are free. You can choose a topic from this list or type one in. To search only free ones, click Ownership on the list on the left and click Free. You click on the image you want, click on the green box that says Insert Image, and the image will show up on your canvas where you can adjust the size by clicking the image so that the box is selected and dragging the corner. You'll also notice the height and width dimensions of the image are given in inches. To move the image, click anywhere in the box and drag. You have to click and drag at the same time. You'll notice a toolbar appears on top. The toolbar only appears when you have clicked on or selected your image, and it has the box around it. On the left is an arrow, which is the undo icon. If you make a mistake, hit undo until it's back to where you want. It has places to change what you do with your project under line type. We're going to cut this image, so we'll leave it as a cut. It also has icons to copy or cut, move forward or back, which is used when you have multiple layers to your design, flip, rotate, or position your image on a precise spot on the canvas. It also shows you the size, and you can adjust it to be smaller or larger in these boxes instead of clicking and dragging. The next icon down is for text. A text box will appear saying Add Text here, and you start typing. Another drop-down toolbar appears for adjusting your text. The font selection on Cricut is plentiful, with most costing $4.99. However, there are some free fonts, which include the fonts that are on whatever device you are using. To narrow it down, click System instead of All at the top. You can also click on Filter and select My Fonts. If you decide to purchase a font, it is yours forever and will show up under My Fonts. While you can still click and drag your text box to adjust the size, you can also click the font size and use the arrows or type in your desired font size. Next, you'll see letter space, which will reduce or enlarge the space between the letters. If you have several lines of text, you can reduce or enlarge the space between the lines under line space. Next comes alignment and curve, which will actually curve your text. Advanced is where you can ungroup your letters. If adjusting the letter space didn't do the job, you can ungroup the letters and adjust each one. You can then select them by clicking and dragging a box around them and hitting Group. Under Text is Shapes. These are basic shapes you can use in your projects, as well as a score line. Size them the same way as a text or image. Click the lock on the lower left-hand corner to unlock and make a rectangle out of a square. The last icon is Upload. This is where you can upload files from your computer into Design Space. Click Upload Image Box, then browse the files on your computer. You can upload an SVG file, which is a design that is ready to be cut, or you can make your own SVG file. Let's say you want to make a welcome sign out of vinyl with a dog silhouette. You type out welcome and add a heart shape. You can Google black and white dog silhouette, choose a free image, and save it to your computer. Then click Browse and find your file. Next, select the image type. I'm choosing moderate. This is where you will select the area around the dog using the magic wand icon to erase it from your image so that only the dog will be cut. You are creating a cut file, or SVG. You can also select the eraser on the top left and erase any part of the image you don't want. You can zoom in and out using the magnifying glasses in the upper right-hand corner. The undo arrow is there to undo any mistakes you make. Hit Continue when you're done. On the next screen, select the square on the right, which is the cut image. The image on the left is a print then cut image, and that's another option we won't be going over in this training. Hit Save and your image will show up under Recently Uploaded Images. Click the dog and hit Insert Images on the right. Your dog will show up on your canvas. Let's say I want to cut out my sign in white vinyl. I'm going to click and drag a box around everything, or click Select All at the top. Then click the square by the line type and select the color white. Now click Make It. The software will show a virtual mat with your design on it the way the Cricut will cut it. Cricut tries not to waste your material, so it shoves everything into the left-hand corner of the mat. We want the sign to be in order and spaced correctly like we designed it. So let's hit Cancel and go back, and I'll show you what to do to get the project to cut all together. First, we want to select all the images and text. Now that they're all selected, I click the Attach button on the bottom. Let's go to Make It, and you'll see the sign exactly the way we want it. You can click on it and move it around the mat to tell the Cricut exactly where you want it to cut on the mat. Let's say I want to cut the heart in red vinyl instead and attach it separately. I click Detach at the bottom, click the heart, go up to the color square and choose red. And now I want the text and dog to be spaced the way I have it. So I'll go over to the Layers column on the right, click the dog, then I'll hold the Shift button and click the text. This is just another way to select certain objects and not all the objects. Then I click Attached. Click Make It, and now the Cricut will put different colored images on different mats since it only cuts one color at a time. To show you the basics of cutting though, I'm going to change it all back to white. Now I'm ready to send my welcome sign to the machine for cutting. This is the end of our software intro video. To learn how to start your project on the machine, watch our next video called Using the Cricut Maker. If you need additional help with the Cricut, the staff at Ignite is here to help. We'll help you troubleshoot. Thanks for watching.